Good morning. This research will discuss the impact of crew diversity on worker information access and performance in the construction industry of the United States. The main research question we're trying to answer is, how do gender and ethnic crew diversity impact the worker performance and information access within the construction industry? Why is this an important research question? We know that women make up less than 4% of the construction workforce and that other minority groups are underrepresented in the construction industry. Also, the construction industry has recently been witnessing an increasing global workforce diversity trend. Information has been the lifeblood of the modern construction industry, and it is crucial for managing workforce and construction operations. We know that worker performance and information access are key indicators of project success. And finally, it is important to understand the key factors that impact performance and information access to ensure project success. The existing literature has highlighted the importance and benefits of worker performance and information access. However, no research yet has studied how gender and ethnic diversity of construction crews affect worker performance and information access in the construction industry. In order to understand and achieve the research objective, we surveyed construction workers using an online questionnaire through Qualtrics about their crew composition, their performance, and information access. We identify workers whose crews includes gender or ethnic diversity. We group the data based on whether a worker's crew includes a gender or ethnic diversity. We calculated averages for performance and the ability to access information of each crew based on whether it is ethnically or has gender diversity. We then compared the averages of performance and information access for each of the respective groups. Finally, we performed statistical analysis to investigate if the difference between two groups is statistically significant. The survey that we published received 2,394 complete responses. This map shows the distribution of where the responses came from. As we can see here, all 50 states contributed to the survey, and large states such as California, Texas, New York, Pennsylvania, and Illinois contributed most of the responses to this survey, as expected. Among the survey questions, to evaluate the workers' performance, we asked them to please rate their personal performance record, including safety, attendance, quality, productivity, and initiative on a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being weak and 10 being superior. To evaluate the information access of workers, we asked them the following question. On a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being 0 being instantaneous access, and 10 being very hard, how hard the process is it to receive or get access to required information? Finally, to understand the crew composition of workers, we asked them to please list the number of men and women on their crew, as well as the number of workers of different ethnic backgrounds: white, Black, African American, Hispanic, Asian, or Asian American. The following chart shows the distribution of diversity of the crew compositions in the construction industry. As we can see here, 34.8% of workers reported that their crews includes at least one woman, and therefore they have gender diversity in their crews, compared to 65.2% of workers who reported that their construction crews does not include any gender diversity. On the other hand, 70.6% of construction workers reported that their crews includes at least members of one different ethnic background, and therefore their crews have ethnic diversity, compared to 29.4% of construction crews that does not include any form of ethnic diversity. The following table shows the average difficulty of information access and performance in the construction industry. On the left, based on gender diversity, we can see that for the overall construction workforce, crews that contain gender diversity have a lower difficulty of information access compared to crews that don't include any type of gender diversity. This is the same for frontline supervisors and construction workers. However, for construction craft workers, the difference is not statistically significant, but for the overall workforce and frontline supervisors, we notice that the positive impact of gender diversity is statistically significant. We see a similar trend for the average worker performance. On a scale from 0 to 10, we see that for the overall workforce, the frontline supervisors and craft workforce, the average performance of crews that includes gender diversity is higher than crews that don't include any gender diversity. And this difference is statistically significant for the overall workforce and frontline supervisors. With respect to ethnic diversity, we also see that the average difficulty of information access is lower for crews that include ethnic diversity for the overall workforce, for frontline supervisors, and craft workers. However, here, none of the differences are statistically significant. On the other hand, with regard to worker performance, we see that ethnic diversity, crews that include ethnic diversity, the average performance is higher for the overall workforce, for frontline supervisors, and craft workers. And this difference is statistically significant for the overall workforce and frontline supervisors. Finally, future research will attempt to analyze why gender and ethnic diversity have a positive impact on information access and worker performance. And we will attempt to identify the optimal crew compositions of construction crews in order to increase field productivity. This concludes my presentation. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at this email address.